G'day blokes and sheelers, this here is GL1 and I'm out here with my mates, my rescue team that came out to rescue me from that old clown. Now, we're here on a planet that we're gonna call Dinosaur Planet. Now it might look a lot like Dinosaur Jungle Island, but it's not. Here, the oxygen levels are really low and the CO2 is really high, favoring those dinosaurs that we've seen that are a lot similar to Earth's Triassic, Jurassic, and Cretaceous period. Now, because the CO2 is so high here, we're able to convert it to plutonium to power our time machine spaceship camper. So we're gonna be here a while it's converting the CO2 to plutonium. It's gonna take a lot longer than you'd think. I might be able to get back to you with a little bit of the science that Mr. Spock here can explain to me. But just come on along with us and we're gonna keep an eye out for a lot of those dinosaurs. So we're on the shores of this Silurian planet. Things are getting rather hairy here. The weather's getting a little bit wet and wild, but I just wanted to explain to you what Mr. Spock was saying about how to convert the CO2 to plutonium. It's going to be a rather complex process using all kinds of noxious chemicals and acids, and then having to build them up and break things down and titrate things, and then convert it into a plutonium oxide, which then can be used as a fuel, which is really great. It's converting nuclear reactors down to fuel. So, the weather here is getting rather wild, and we're going to have to all kind of hunker down and be careful, because we don't want Darth Vader's electronics to get wet, or he won't be any use to any of us, and he's the one that carries the Mermaid. So we're going to have to be really careful. As you can see, the sea here is getting rather wild. The shore's getting crazy. We're getting all kinds of waves and things. So it's coming up close to me now, so gonna have to be careful. But this is GO1 and I'm just signing out with you. Alright mates, so here we are looking at the inner workings of our time machine camper. Now, for those of you craving the particulars of how to convert CO2 to plutonium oxide that we could use for fuel, Mr. Spock gave me a more detailed explanation that I'd like to relate to you. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use an aqueous dissolving mixture comprised of nitric acid and a carbolic acid with complex forming properties in respect to carbon molecules. And we're gonna use a compound comprising of at least an NH2 radical such as urea. This method converts CO2 to plutonium or a plutonium alloy into plutonium oxide, making nuclear fuel from that said oxide. Now, this invention is particularly useful in civil nuclear reactors like we've got here on our time machine. So, once we get this all situated, it's going to take some time, as I'd said, we're going to be taking off. But in the meantime, just take a gander at all this scientific strings and wires and all the workings we got here in this Bratz camper van time machine.